Some businesses, some homes, people are coming back to just nothing except piles of rubble, essentially. And you all were talking about the rain. That's one of the big questions, all the weather that we had this weekend. Is that going to help, or could that hurt crews who are out here trying to do search and rescue efforts or really get this fire under control? So I talked to some firefighters who tell me, yeah, they'll take all the rain that they can get. It's certainly not ideal for their working conditions, but it does help them out too. It stopped the spread of the fire, so it wasn't getting any bigger, so crews could get in and put those containment lines surrounding the fire. It also helped divert some of the resources. Crews who were helping manage some fires could go out and help clear some debris, who could get the trees down, get the power lines down. So that did help a lot. And Ted, as you mentioned, these fires are still not 100% contained, and there are still hot spots burning, so they're going to be working on that for a long time. Last week we talked a lot about mutual aid and the help that we got from all across Tennessee, people coming in from Middle Tennessee, from down in Chattanooga, to all of the borders, to our north and to our east. All of that mutual aid has gone home. So now it's just the local crews who are working on these fires. And their focus now and for the rest of the week is going to be getting the power lines back up and restoring water so that some of the restaurants and the businesses can get back to work, hopefully Wednesday.
And that's where I was today, more along the downtown Gatlinburg Strip, where a lot of crews, I know we have some video to show you from the Chocolate Monkey shop right there on the strip as they were working. Unfortunately, they had to throw away a lot of their merchandise, ruined by smoke, but their building is still standing, which is important to them. They did have to throw away a lot of food, but they are planning and hoping to be open by Wednesday, hopefully, if the city will allow that. Let's hear what they had to say.
Everybody was worried that we even have a workplace, but no, we're good. It's good. It's good. None of our workers lost home, so that's a good thing.
So that is just one of the many businesses along the downtown Gatlinburg River Road. A lot of restaurants over there, a lot of favorites for people opening up. The Peddler restaurant working hard, as well as some of those other Calhoun's and some of those as well. But that 5 o'clock limit right now is, you can see police kind of going around town right now asking people to leave. We're included in that because it just simply is not safe to be out here. Past that, they will be doing a lot more of that utility work, especially with this rain, which we love being out here in this rain, but it could make it dangerous for some of those utility workers that are out here.
So like Casey said, we're going to have to clear out at 5. The 6 o'clock curfew does still go into effect tonight, so people are going to have to be clearing out of Gatlinburg and even further out of the city limits, and that does include us, so we're going to have to move in a few minutes, guys. You're saying, Ted, those fires are still not contained, but you see what's going on around us. A lot of people are asking questions about what the weather, what all this rain has done to help the firefighters who are out trying to do their search and rescue, who are trying to assess some of the damage. And we were worried about it. We were worried that it could cause some mudslides. It could help with some of the trees coming down. And while they tell me this was certainly not ideal for them, these weren't really the ideal working conditions that they had, firefighters say that they are going to take all of the rain that they can get. First of all, it not only helped the spread of the fire, it started to contain that, was able for crews to get the containment lines around the fire so that when this does dry out, it doesn't start to spread even more. But it also helped them put their resources in other places, so firefighters who are working on containing fires could go out and help with other parts where they still needed help, down trees, down power lines, etc. Like you said, Ted, there are still hot spots. These fires are not 100% contained. At last check, Chimney Top 2 fire was 42% contained and Cobley Knob was 53% contained. Another update on some of the firefighters. We were talking about the crews who were coming in from all across the state, from all different directions. All of that mutual aid did go home yesterday, so now it's just the local crews who are on the ground trying to restore power, trying to restore water, so that these so many people who are without businesses and without homes can start picking up the pieces and figuring out what to do next.
Brittany, thank you very much. That's our Brittany Tar